Complaining is what you do when you're sort of approaching a situation from a position of powerlessness or perceived powerlessness, right? It sort of feels like I don't have the ability to change things. People aren't listening to me, and so I'm just going to whine about it, right? It kind of reveals that someone has sort of slipped into a victim mindset, right? They're not really a victim, but they're sort of acting like one. They're just complaining about things, taking sort of a passive approach to problem solving and not taking personal responsibility for their own ability to create and change things, to create and sustain a new or different way of doing things, their change agency. Whereas the other thing that people are often doing when someone accuses them of complaining is they're actually critiquing their circumstances, the character and arrangement of situational variables, right? How are people being programmed to act? In other words, am I reinforcing my buddy Bill to stay a lazy person who doesn't want to take responsibility? Or am I going to reinforce the probability that he will increase his motivation? And I'm going to do that in different ways, right? Using behavior shaping techniques that you might use with your kid or with a dog, and it works with human beings too. It's the same principle of creating change. But the first step is that you have to be able to identify the problem. You can't fix something or change something or improve something. You can't create the situational conditions in which life success is possible if you don't first engage in critical point analysis or critiquing, right? You have to be able to look at where the problems are. Where are the holes in my rowboat? I need to find them before the boat fills with water and I sink, before we sink, right? Because we have holes in our boat. So critiquing is not an act of someone who's trying to cause trouble or just trying to make waves or disrupt the equilibrium. Critiquing is looking around and saying, is my boat seaworthy? And if it's not, I need to address that. And we need to talk about what we're going to do to correct these problems, to find solutions. So critiquing is solution-oriented, it's future-oriented, it's based in empowerment. So you just want to be aware, especially if you're, in the helping professions or you see yourself as an agent of positive change, trying to facilitate mental health, need satisfaction, and personal goal attainment. If you're trying to manage the impact that you're having on the world and that the world is having on you, then being able to critique your situation is a very key part of that. So don't let people motivate you into ending that excellent activity of looking around to see what's going on, to see what can be improved, because self-cultivation is a virtue and empowerment is a virtue, right? And being able to create change is a very positive, virtuous activity. It's not to be confused with complaining. So don't let people put you in that category, and recognize that when they do that, they're probably just trying to get you to stop engaging in the corrective, active, action steps that you're taking, right? Because maybe they don't want to change. They don't want to deal with the problem. They don't want to know, right? That's what ignorance is, right? There's a great poster on Facebook recently that said ignorance is, you're not ignorant because you don't know the truth or because you don't have knowledge. You're ignorant because you don't want to know the truth. You don't want to know the knowledge that would set you free, that would plug the hole in your boat, right? So don't be ignorant. Instead, be a hero. Live heroically. Cultivate that hero mindset and apply it towards intervention. Maintain those heroic interventions in your daily life. It's not complaining. It's critiquing. And you can take those action steps and you can improve situational conditions. Have a great day.